transformation. And when I arrived, I knew I had been invited, but I didn't think there was any possibility for me, really, because my mother wasn't well, and I had made this promise to my daughter. I was so confused because even though we hadn't talked about the matrix then, my commitments were, I wasn't sure if they were part of the matrix, where I needed to be. I knew that working on my consciousness and being with Swamiji was the ultimate experience that shouldn't be missed, but I also felt I had to look after my mother and honor my commitment with my daughter. So the day I arrived, I was in this huge quandary, and the first thing I did was I ran up to the temple and I asked Anandeshwara and Anandeshwari if they could help me figure out and know what was the right decision. And I asked them to give me a sign. Then I ran back, and then finally we heard that Swamiji was going to meet all of us, greet all of us, and I think there were about, maybe 75 of us at that first day. And when we all sat in his courtyard, and by the way, I had never been in Swamiji's courtyard. It is so magical and beautiful. It was... it was too good to be true. When we all sat and we were quiet and Swamiji came in, and the first thing he said was, "Kala Devi, you're staying for Yogam, Nithyananda Yogam, aren't you?" And that was my sign. You can't get a better sign than that. and it was just, that was it. Okay. And so he looked at me and he asked me, and then I said, yes, Swamiji, there is one obstacle. He said, then I guess I'll take care of it. And I never mentioned anything. My mother, by the way, what she had was, she had a blocked artery in her neck. Very, very serious. It was keeping some of the blood going to her brain. She had lost her balance and was losing her memory. And they wanted to operate immediately. And everyone was worried. My whole family was worried about this. And as soon as Swamiji said that, I went right to my telephone and I called my daughter, who's 15, and I said, would you be okay if I stayed for 3 months here and we didn't have a white Christmas, but you can have Christmas with any friend you want and I'll fly you there and I promise you'll have a better time than being with me. How would you feel if I stayed here 3 months? And she said, "Oh, Mama, if that's what you want, then you do it." And so that was that. And then, about an hour later, I get a text from my brother. They had taken my mother to another specialist, and it was fine. There was no need. The numbers in which made it critical had dropped significantly, and she didn't need the operation. That was it. And I never ever asked Swamiji. I never even told Swamiji what the problem was.
Come on, there's a connection between
yes, of course. So that's what every moment is like. Every moment. Being a makeup artist, of course you know I work, well you don't know, but I work on the biggest Hollywood movie stars. And very beautiful people. But in this program we get to sit so close to Swamiji. I can actually look at his skin and I can say, there's no skin like Swamiji's skin. It's so beautiful. I get to look at everything, the gold undertones of his skin, and the beard now is getting a beautiful kind of curl, shiny wave, and the hair. Everything is beyond perfection. You know, in the makeup business, they have to spend 4 hours to look decent, but here, And no matter what time of day, it's just having the eyes fall on Swamiji so close in itself. You'll hear from everyone else, we've learned so much. I think after being with Swamiji, I could be head CEO of any corporation. I know how to deal with people, to manage people, how to bring them into integrity, how to micromanage them and myself and still have them, have a communion with them and still have them love me and I love them. Everything you can imagine we're learning here. But I'll let others speak. I just want to tell you it was the best decision I've ever made, and we have so much more to go, and I have no idea what's in store for us, but I know only more. So thank you, Swamiji. Thank you.
Nithyanandam. My name is Puryananda. I'm part of the Melbourne Adinam. And I can say that being here in the program, it is like the fulfillment of my life. It's so many clicks, so many gifts that Swamiji has been showering on us. And I like to thank every single person who got me here. Thank you, Swamiji. And I had been part of the IIT Malay and had actually spent quite some time the whole of this year. And I just came back to Melbourne and I thought, oh, the program is not going to happen to me. And it was just such a beautiful, beautiful experience to then be invited and be back. And while I was around Swamiji previously in IA, I always thought, oh, I really want to be and sit in Swamiji's breathing space. Be there, not just for a few minutes, just be and relax. And it is such an amazing feeling how the whole being is totally relaxing and coming into that feeling of completion and love and feeling connection with myself and connection with Swamiji. There's so many clicks, particularly like when Swamiji has been talking about integrity. Integrity has been one of the things, it puzzled me in a way. I understand it's important, but how to really get there? And we have been discussing so much about integrity. And one day it clicked to me just to let go of the resistance and to see, like, if I'm Sadashiva, then exactly whatever it is I am doing for integrity is exactly what I want. And one of the highlights of this program was doing puja to Swamiji in the courtyard. It's so intimate. It's something that, I have done many pada pujas for Swamiji before, but that kind of intimacy, this sitting Swamiji is so casually, so relaxed, is something that I feel that definitely will be with me forever. It is an experience of a lifetime. And sometimes when I think, God, wow, most of the time is almost finished with Sadashivoham coming up. And I feel, I don't really want to leave. And one other experience I actually like to share. I was always curious what the relationship is, if I had any previous relationships with Swamiji. And I never dared to ask because I thought, if he says no, I will be really disappointed. And then I thought, let me go to the Akashic readings and ask. See what Kala Bhairava has to say. And he says, no, you weren't. But you were Shiva devotee, and you had many lifetimes of seeking. And then I remembered having visions of this unfulfilled seeking within me. And I didn't quite know was it vision or fantasy, but I realized it was true. And now every time I sit close to Swamiji, I think, wow, this life, I'm really sitting here, and Swamiji is sitting there. So it is even more precious now, every moment, that I can be here. Thank you so much, Swamiji.
Hi. My name is Akshaya Gunananda. I'm so blessed to be able to come here and be part of Nithyananda Yogam. I'm pretty sure I'm a special project here because everything aligned for me perfectly. I came to September InnerAwakening, and straight after that I went right into Nithyananda Yogam, and right after that I'm going to Sadashivoham. And now I just need a little bit of clarity with what I'm doing after that because I'm staying back for another 2 months. But I just went from the best to even better, so I can't go back to even less than that. And I'm in this breathing space of Sadashiva, so I'm just kind of wondering how am I going to stay close to Swamiji, because I can't go from being with him every day to not being with him every day. Because literally being in this breathing space, you see literal miracles happening every day. Every day there's a Purana moment that happens. And you know that you're a part of a special group that is going to be recorded in history and is going to be spoken about throughout the ages. And every day is just blissful. Every day you have a click. And it'll be the simplest thing in the world. Like, when I was in Canada, I thought I was going to come here and I was going to have to sit down and meditate and do tapas after tapas after tapas. I got here and literally every day feels like an InnerAwakening program. I feel like I'm on vacation every day. And I feel like I'm in a program, but then I realize this isn't a program. This is everyday life. This is the real life that you're supposed to be living. In Canada, it's just a Maya matrix. It's not real. This is real life. This is the actual way you're supposed to be living. So, thank you, Swamiji, for waking me up to reality and bringing me here. And please don't ever let me go, because I don't want to go back in the matrix.
Nithyanandam. My name is Ananda Sharma. I'm from Singapore. So I was waiting for this moment. Every time I want to sit with Swamiji and gaze at him. I've been waiting for this for quite long, for many years, because I've been with Swamiji for more than 6 years. I'm working in Singapore. I couldn't make it. So I was hesitant to come and do a volunteering. So this time, after Kumbh Mela, I left my job when Swamiji said, why you are doing this 9-to-5 job, be your boss boy yourself. So I quit my job and I was doing some small business. And the opportunity happened when I got an invitation for volunteering first. So I came for a volunteering for September IA. So I thought 21 days is great to be with Swamiji's presence. So I came, and after that immediately there was an invite for Nithyananda Yogam also. So I thought, okay, Mahadeva is giving me more time to sit with him. So I was happy and I took it up. And every day when I sit in the courtyard, I just simply melt with his smile and grace. And even when I was sitting in the extension office, I don't know how many times I go in and out because I want to have a glimpse of Mahadeva. There was no reason for me.
I actually sit and enjoy all this secret peeping in. I sit outside in the courtyard just to count today. 78, 79, 80. Why they walk in, nobody knows. But they just walk in. I say, come on. I have called you for this only, enjoy.
Yes, Swamiji. Nothing else was such an amazing experience for me. And sitting in the banyan tree, going in the procession, dancing together with Swamiji, and having a lovely food in the courtyard together with Swamiji. Everything is, spacious to me, and I love the whole moment, my moment I'm living with Swamiji. And I also invite everyone to be part of Sadashivoham 2016, because it's going to be a greatest event in the planet Earth. So when I came here, my bank balance was 0, but I don't know how I would make to Sadashivoham, but a miracle happened. I made it through, And I also saw my whole family is caused through miracles. They have been sponsored by someone. Yesterday my daughter was caused, earlier my wife was caused. I didn't know how it happened, but it all happened. So it's all by Swamiji's grace only. Thank you, Swamiji.
Nithyanandam, my name is Bodhana, and I'm from Ohio, USA. And I think everybody likes to hear the stories of how it happened. So I think that sometimes I see my life as, too busy to be thinking about Bididi or this far away across the ocean. So we were having a busy week at the temple, and of course caring for my daughter who's getting off to college is busy. So we were watching this very event, a few of us in the temple, and then we were leaving. For us that was around 2 a.m, and Kathy said to me, "What would happen if you find out tomorrow you got invited?" And seriously, I didn't have any thought except this. I said, they're never going to invite me. There's all the temple responsibilities. There's my husband, there's my daughter. It's just not going to happen. So I went home, and the next day is Sunday. Sunday at the temple is a really full day. I'm usually there till 4 continuously. So at 8, I had gone down to set up the ambassador meeting. So I was by myself, and then I thought I'll check my email, and I checked it, and there was the email. The email. And then I have to tell you what happened is I fell down backwards onto my back. I don't know what happened, but I'm reading the email, and then I'm down looking up. And I had 2 thoughts like, oh my God, and then, oh my God. They're two thought currents. This is what Swamiji's taught me so far. I need to have one. Right then I was having 2. So I ran upstairs and I told my team, and we were laughing and some crying. But the biggest thing for me is I had to wait until 4 o'clock to both tell or present it to Brian. And I know how these conversations go. So for me it was like Christmas. I could barely get through the day. Like, come on, let's finish the Abhishekam. Come on, let's finish the meeting. Come on, I gotta go home. And so then I got home, and then we had to eat, and I tried to pretend like nothing was really happening, I guess to try to make it okay that I was going to say this. So I ate really slowly, and I was like, come on, aren't you guys done eating yet? You want to? Okay, let's have their tea. Okay, let's be done. Brian finally was like, what is it? What's going on? I said, well, I got the opportunity of a lifetime. And he rolled his eyes and he goes, every opportunity for you is the opportunity of a lifetime. And he said, what, are you going to go to India? I said, how did you know? So then he said, how long? I said, 3 months. Is it okay? And he goes, I'm not going to hold you back, but like I said, for you, every opportunity is the opportunity of a lifetime. But I'm going to tell you this is, like Purana-san said, to me this feels like the culmination. It feels like I met Swamiji in 2006. It feels like everything I've been waiting for to be here these 3 months. So, thank you. So the first, I want to describe just a few highlight experiences. The first was like what Kala Devi said. We were sitting in the courtyard for this extremely intense project meeting. And Swamiji is on his swing, and he's managing 10,000 things. And he's doing it in a reclining slight position with his hair being done. And he knows every little tiny detail of each department. And if that department has forgotten it, he knows it. And he knows every large detail. And I was just watching going, oh my God, it's like, like Kala Devi said, it's like watching the master CEO in action. And because we're so close to him, literally this can be downloaded in us if that's what we want, to take this type of management away. It was the most amazing thing to watch, the relaxedness, but he's not intense, that relaxedness is not there, but the intensity of the micromanaging of knowing every single thing in his campus here. It was the most amazing thing to experience. So then
my campus is not just this.
Oh, okay, yes. The whole thing, okay. Sorry for thinking small. So then the next thing is that we had some really...
You got the chance to see me micromanaging this campus.
Okay. We can apply that to the cosmos. Yeah. So we had these intense